Hi, it's Amanda the Nail Polish Hound and welcome to this video showing you what has been coming in and out of my nail polish collection in the month of November. If you're interested in my nail polish goals, then I have a separate video on this which I will link in the description bar below. So let's just get straight on with it. And the first section is my low buy for nail art. I did purchase 3 stamping plates last month. The first one is a Bundle Monster plate that I have had my eyes on for a while and I found it in a sale. Bundle Monster is now known as Maniology and I particularly like the image of the peacock on this plate. Then I purchased this Born Pretty plate and I bought this one to use for a nail art mani swap, and I have already used this one but I quite like some of the other images on it as well, so this one will stay in my collection. And finally I picked up this Nicole Diary stamping plate and I saw someone do a mani with this one image on this plate and I bought it specifically for that image, and it's the one with the flowers there at the end in the middle, and I have got the polishes that they used, so I am planning to recreate that next year. So with 3 stamping plates in, I have to, by my rules, destash at least 6. The first one that we'll be leaving is this Christmas plate by Born Pretty. I only really used it for a few of the snowflakes and I've got lots of other snowflake plates, so this one is going into my destash. I'm sure there will be somebody else who will love this. Then we have this cheeky stamping plate. They do make really good stamping plates and the images pick up really well. I just don't think I'm going to be using the particular images on this plate, so I will be putting that one into my destash sales. And then there's this one by Born Pretty. I've used the image on the right there by my thumb, but I've got other similar images to that on other plates and I can't see myself using the other images, so this one's going as well. Then we have this plate by Born Pretty and I picked this one up specifically to do a mani swap with, and it was this image in the corner that I needed it for, and I have done that manicure. I think I've also used the little dandelion images already, but I've got other dandelion images on other plates, and so again I just don't think I'm likely to use this one again, so that one's into the destash too. And then we've got this Born Pretty plate, which I've had for a long time actually, and I just don't think I'm likely to use this one. Not the type of images that I really like, so that one's going into the destash pile. And then finally we've got this Born Pretty plate that I picked up specifically for that lip image, which looks like Andy Warhol art, and I've never used it and I don't think I'll use any of the other images either, so this one is going into my destash sales too. Most of the images on this plate are far too big for use on my little nails. Next we'll be looking at the polishes that I have purchased, and there's a couple of exclusions and exemptions this month. First of all, we have this group of polishes that I picked up in lieu of my Polish Con promise to myself. I did say that I would allow myself to be exempt in my Polish Con purchases. Unfortunately, there was nothing that I could see that I really wanted or that was unique to my collection, so I allowed myself to pick up these polishes instead. I did order them a little while ago and they were held up by one of the polishes, waiting for that one to come into stock, so I always show my polishes when I receive them rather than when I purchase them. So I took the opportunity to pick up a couple of classic 9-0 polishes, Ectoplasm and B+, that I was hoping to get in time for Halloween, but unfortunately didn't get them early enough. The first one is called Ectoplasm and it's a sort of slimy lime green colour. Then we have B+, which is in a red jelly base full of different glitters, including some black ones. Just a really fun polish. It's meant to look a little bit like blood when it's on your nails. So I'm looking forward to wearing both of these next year. Then I picked up a couple of polishes by Polish Molish, which is a new brand to me and one that I've been meaning to try. And the first one is this lovely pinkish neutral shade full of black and iridescent glitters. It's called Urbis, and this was the one that held up my order, but it's so pretty, I'm going to forgive it. The other one is Red Square Stones. I saw this on Nika's Naughty Nails channel and really fell in love with this polish. You know that I love my grey polishes, and with the iridescent glitters and the red multi-size glitters in this one, thought it was really unusual, and so I'm looking forward to wearing this one as well. So now the ones that count as purchases for me to have to destash against. The first one is this polish by Moyu. It's a stamping polish. I actually didn't have an orange stamping polish in my collection, so that's the reason why I picked this one up. And then I fell in love with a couple of Moonshine Mani polishes, which I piggybacked onto somebody else's order, and so they did take a little while to arrive to me. And this one is called Pumpkin Spice Season, and it's a Swatch Fest exclusive. If you don't watch those videos, then get yourself on over to the channel. They're really fun, where you get to see polishes being created and you can input via chat. And the other one that I picked up, which was also a Swatch Fest exclusive, was Stormy Sweater Weather, and it is a slightly purple toned grey, and it is filled with various different sized, shaped and coloured glitters. Just very, very pretty and a nice fun polish. November also saw the launch of a brand new brand, and this indie brand is Bedford and Grove, and it's been created by Lisa Hendy, and I was lucky enough to get 3 of the polishes from the launch collection. This one is Phoebe's polish. It's called My Eyes, My Eyes. It's a fantastic cream coloured base which goes on nice and smoothly and easily. It's got these very unusual copper glitters in it. This one is a solar polish, and it does go slightly orange when you get it into sunlight. Then we have got No Uterus, No Opinion, and this is the one that was Rachel's polish, and it's so complex. I don't know all of the things that are in here, but you can see those flakies sparkling away. It's a sort of reddy pink colour, and it is just beautiful on the nails. My favourite from the 3 that I got is this one, and funny enough I got all the girls' polishes. That wasn't intentional. And this one is Monica's polish. It's called 777, and it's an absolutely stunning purple, filled with lots of shimmer, and I really, really love this one on the nails. Then last we've got I Will Rise by Restored by Polish, and this one was from the October PPU. Just a stunning polish meant to represent the phoenix from the Monsters and Mythical Creatures prompt, and I just think this one looks so, so pretty. I definitely don't have anything like this in my collection. So looking forward to wearing this one. I've not managed to get round to wearing it yet. So with the PolishCon substitution exclusion, I have 7 polishes purchased, and that means that I have to destash or finish at least 14. The first one leaving my collection, this is a spoiler alert for my project polish, is Kirsty by Ada's Nails. This little mini has been completely finished. Then we have my recently found and soon to be destashed oldest polish in my nail polish collection. With a bit more thought, I reckon this one's got to be over 20 years old. That is really pushing it, and I don't really like it anyway. I haven't worn it and I don't know how long, so this one will be safely disposed of. And it's called Sweet Rose, and it's by Maybelline. As you may have seen in my Model Zone collection video, I decided to destash 5 of the chrome polishes that I had. I've also decided to destash I Saw, You Saw, We Saw, Warsaw by OPI. I wore this recently for a nail art challenge, and I don't really like this colour against my skin. So this one went into my destash sales and it is already sold. as is China Glaze's Celebrity, and this one was really popular when it came out last year, and I enjoyed it when I wore it then, but I've since got Hollow Tacos Everything is Pine, and I prefer that, and I'm really not going to wear glittery green polishes very often. So those sales were made in December though, so you're not going to see them in the statistics at the end for this video. The next one I decided to let go of is this polish by Essie. It's called Congrats. It's very pretty, but it's kind of in the middle of being really shiny and sparkly and not so sparkly. Because of that, it's neither one thing or the other. I either want something on my nails that's extremely sparkly or something that is quite subtle, and this one's sort of right in the middle. Next up we have this polish from Sister Chic, and this one was gifted to me. It's called 2020 in the Money, and it just doesn't suit my skin tone very well. It's a little bit too browny orange of a red, and I'm going to be passing this one on to a friend who I know will love it. And the next one I'm going to be destashing is one of my Barry M polishes from their Jelly High Shine range. This one is called Black Cherry. I think this one was gifted to me by them for use in nail art. I think I used it once when I first got it, and it's been at the back of a drawer ever since. Nika of Nika's Naughty Nails recently swatched this one, and I was reminded that I'm really not that keen on this sort of dark, very dark jelly colour. I have got other polishes that are similar to this, so this one is going to be leaving my collection. Next to be destashed is this black shimmery stamping polish by Nail Artisan. I was hoping that this one would be similar to my beloved Conad Black Pearl that I finished a few years ago, and I still haven't found a replacement for. This one's not quite it, and so I'm going to be destashing it, and my search continues. You'll see this one coming into my collection a little bit later on. It was a gift from Nika. It is actually a polish that I've already destashed once. Sorry, Nika. I'm not really very fond of the bar glitters in this one, so I'm going to pass this one along to a friend as well. And then finally we have got this very old OPI polish. It's called Muppets World Tour. It used to have sort of blue and pink glitters in there. I can see a few of the blue ones, but the pink ones seem to have lost their colour altogether. I quite like it, but I never reach for it. So I popped this one into the destash as well, so that if anyone does want to try and revive it and get some use out of it, they can give it a go. So there you have the 15 nail polishes that are going to be leaving my nail polish collection. So now let's have a look at the polishes that have come into my collection as gifts or repurchases. These ones are exempt from that 1 in 2 out rule. As you've probably seen in my videos, I have picked up the Hollow Taco Christmas collection. This one is going to be a Christmas present, so although it is here, it's not technically in my collection yet, and I wasn't sure to include it in this video or the next one, but here it is. I've also got 3 more Hollow Taco polishes that are going to be gifts to me. They're ones that I wanted to pick up, but I waited until I was buying a bigger collection so that I could take advantage of their free shipping offer. So the first one that I've got was with a unicorn skin. It's called Aurora, and I'm hoping to replace one of my other polishes with this one where the shards stick out, and I'm hoping these ones won't. Another unicorn skin is Galactic. There's quite a few of these, but these were the 2 that I liked the colour variations on the most, so hopefully I have chosen well. And the last one is one that I've been meaning to pick up for a long time, and it is called Play Rosé, a very pretty rose coloured holographic glitter bomb. Also Christmas presents, but I was told I could open these ones. It's my parcel from Nika of Nika's Naughty Nails, and the first one is this stunning Femme Fatale polish. It's called Red Eyed Scavengers, and I just love this combination of sort of magenta and purple, and I had to stop myself from putting that one on straight away. I have already worn this one though. This is another of my favourite colours of nail polish, and it's nice and subtle, so you can wear this one quite easily. It's called One Heckler of a Colour, and I wore this one recently with some nice cosy plaid nail art. She also sent me another one of these Creative Play base coats. She sent me one of these a couple of years back, and I really liked it and used the whole thing up, so I'm pleased to have another one. I don't count top coats or base coats in purchases or numbers though. And here's that polish that we mentioned earlier. Essence Party Time. I'm sure I can find it a good home, it's just not a polish that's for me. And finally she sent me this Xmas 1955 polish by Baroness X. Really love this one, beautiful and very unusual topper, and I'm going to be wearing this one sometime soon, probably combined with a little bit of nail art to pick out the red in this polish. It's got some beautiful colours in there that you wouldn't commonly associate with Christmas. The pastel yellow, blue and green I think are extremely pretty, particularly with that lovely silver shimmer as well. It's a bit like looking in a multicoloured snow globe, this one. I also picked up some polishes and top coats that I'm going to class under replacements. First of all, these Maniology smudge-free top coats, which I use every single time I do stamping. I haven't managed to find another smudge-free top coat that's as good as this one. Maniology don't ship directly to the UK, but What's Up Nails do, and they hold the Maniology products, so I managed to combine these two orders together. I've been looking for a replacement good black stamping polish that doesn't cost the earth, and so lots of people recommend this one, so I'm going to give it a try. I use a lot of black stamping polish, so I picked up a couple of bottles of that and also a bottle of their white stamping polish to try out. Alright, so the totals for this month: I purchased 3 nail art items, they were stamping plates, destashed 6 stamping plates, purchased, that I counted as purchases, 7 nail polishes, destashed or finished 15, I was gifted or repurchased 16, and then there were those 4 that I excused myself for in lieu of PolishCon. So that makes a total of 24 polishes in and 15 polishes out. So in the whole of the year up to and including November, I have purchased 23 nail art items, destashed 51 stamping plates, purchased 70 nail polishes, and destashed or finished 154 with 49 gifts or repurchases. That makes a total of 119 polishes in and 154 polishes out. So I'm a little way off that 100 deficit that I was aiming for. As for the budget, well, you know that is long past being blown. Just for completeness, I have spent another £59.03. I didn't have any destash sales, so that budget now is at minus £291.12. I can afford it, it's not a problem to me. I was just hoping to try and reduce my spending a little bit, but at least keeping track on it like this does keep me a little bit under control. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, you know what to do. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.